Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on converting fractions to decimals. In this video, we only deal with fractions where the denominator can be changed to a power of 10. Example 1, change 7 over 10 to a decimal. When a fraction has a denominator of 10, move the decimal point in the numerator one place to the left to obtain the decimal. So if we have 7 over 10, because we're dividing by 10, you remember in earlier videos I said the invisible decimal point was there. So because we're dividing by 10, we move it one place to the left. And that's why the answer is 0.7. Example 2, change 4 over 5 to a decimal. So we have 4 over 5. Now the object of the exercise is to get the denominator as a power of 10. It could be 10 or 100 or 1,000. For this one, if we multiply top and bottom by 2, that gives us 8 over 10, which is 0.8, because we're dividing by 10 and we move the decimal point one place to the left. Example 3, change 9 over 20 to a decimal. We have 9 over 20. If we multiply top and bottom by 5, that gives us 100 as the denominator, and the numerator is 45. Now, because we're dividing by 100, we move the decimal point from here, which is the invisible decimal point, 2 places to the left. 1, 2. And that's why it's 0.45. Example 4. Change a quarter to a decimal, so a quarter. If you multiply top and bottom by 25, you get 25 over 100. Move the decimal point 2 places to the left because you're dividing by 100, and you get 0.25. Example 5, change 12 over 40 to a decimal. The answer, 12 over 40 equals 3 over 10. So we divide the numerator and the denominator by 4. So that gives us 3 over 10. So 3 over 10 equals 3 times 10 over 10 times 10, which is 30 over 100, which is 0.3. Or you could have just moved the decimal point one place to the left. So there's a couple of ways of doing it. Change 1 over 5 to a decimal. 1 over 5, you multiply top and bottom by 20, which gives us 20 over 100. Since you're dividing by 100, move the decimal point 2 places to the left, and you get 0.2. Example 7, change 3 quarters to a decimal. If we multiply top and bottom by 25, it gives us 75 over 100. Since we're dividing by 100, we move the decimal point 2 places to the left, which gives us 0.75. Change 3 over 5 to a decimal, multiply top and bottom by 20, which gives us 60 over 100. Move the decimal point 2 places to the left, which gives us 0.6. Example 9, change 7 over 40 to a fraction. This example is a little challenging because we cannot multiply the numerator and denominator by any whole number to have a denominator of 10 or 100. So we try and get a denominator of 1,000. Now that is acceptable because it is a multiple of 10. So if we have 7 over 40 and we multiply top and bottom by 25, we have 175 over 1,000. Because we're dividing by 1,000, we move the decimal point 3 places to the left, and we get 0.175.